so parallel lines, same slope, because they're never going to touch. So we have to be able to find our slope. Perpendicular. How do we tell if they're perpendicular? You have permission to hit him back when I'm not looking. Okay. How do we find perpendicular?
Flipping up.
Right, they are total opposites. So one's positive, one's negative, and we have to flip it. Okay. If it's neither of those, then they're just two regular lines. They cross, but not at a right angle. So let's practice a few. We'll go to number 2. We didn't do that one on Friday. So if I want to know if these are parallel, perpendicular, or neither, we have to find our slopes. So we have two separate lines. So this is our x1, y1, x2, y2. And we know, because we've done it many times now, slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 4 minus y1 is 2 over 5 minus x1 is 0. So 4 minus 2 is 2 over 5. Right, and then we do the second line. 2 over 5 doesn't reduce. You need to make sure it's in lowest form if it does. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 3 minus 8 is negative 5. 3 minus 1 is 2. So I'm looking at my slopes. One's positive, one's negative. 2 over 5, 5 over 2. What does that tell me?
It's
Perpendicular. They are total opposites. They are flipped, and we change the sign. All right, you guys try number 4. 3 on this one. So let's take a look. This is my x1, y1, x2, y2. So for the first line, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. So we have a negative 1/3. Second one, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 6 minus 3 is 3. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1. So 3 over 1 or 3. So we have a positive and negative. So they're definitely not the same, which means they're definitely not parallel. Negative 1/3. If you make it positive and flip it, do you get 3? 3 over 1. So what does that tell me about these? Perpendicular. Okay, so if I give you the points, we have to find the slope for each line and compare them. We also did some where I gave you the equations instead. So let's take a look at those. So if I look at number 9, sometimes they're nice. If they're written in slope-intercept form, we just have to know the slope of each line. So y equals mx plus b. The m of the first one is 7. M of the second one is, and if they are the same, that means parallel. Okay, number 11. The slope of the first one, the number in front of x, is negative 1/3. Second one, y equals mx plus b. Our m is positive 1/3. So parallel says they have to be the same, and they are not. Perpendicular says they have to be opposite reciprocals. They're opposite signs, but are they reciprocals? No. So what does that mean? Neither. All right, and problem 13. If they are not written in y equals mx plus b form, we have to rewrite the problem first. So in order to find my slope, I have to get my y by itself. And this is where I've seen the most mistakes in solving for that y. So if I'm getting y by itself, what do we do first? So we have negative y equals negative 5x plus 4. It's still not y equals, so we have to get rid of the negative, so we can divide everything by negative 1. So that gives us a positive 5x minus 4. So the slope would be 5. Okay, the other one, it is y equals mx plus b, so we can just look. Our slope, the number in front of x, is negative 1/5. 5 and negative 1/5, what would that tell me? Those are opposite reciprocals, so those are perpendicular. All right, so that's kind of our refresher from Friday.